Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy confronts Luna after Finn informs her that she lives, and Poppy commends Luna for targeting Will. Steffy and the children return, Poppy visits Luna, and Taylor informs Ridge that their daughter is returning and will require their assistance. Please refer to the most recent BNB recap. Lee and Finn informed Poppy that she would become a grandmother, and Deke was appointed as the new designer of HFTF. Finn enters the Cliff home without a shirt as the children rush in. Afterward, Steffy enters slowly and caresses him. Playdates have already been scheduled for the children, and they depart to prepare. Finn is overjoyed to have them all back and lavishes affection on his wife. He acknowledges that he has news to share with her that he was hesitant to share during the phone call once his lips have recovered. She inquires as to what he needed to convey to her after the children depart for their outings. She is already aware that Ridge married Brooke again and that Liam is in good health. He clarifies that his mother was once again performing marvels. He progressively elucidates that Luna is alive. Steffy, dazed, meanders around the room before stuttering. Finn elucidates that Lee harbored compassion for Luna and desired to reform her. According to him, Luna became intoxicated and exploited him. He guarantees that Luna is incarcerated. He did not wish to cause her any anxiety while she was absent. Finn is averse to revealing all of this information to her. According to his wife, Luna is at least being detained. He also mentions that Luna is pregnant with Will's offspring. She declares that she is en route to visit Luna and inform her that she will not be released from prison, stating, "Of course this is something Luna would do." Brooke is on Ridge's knee and kissing him at Forrester. She then reminds him of her gratitude for being married to him again and that he returned Hope's line. He guarantees that he will not hold Deke's father against him. Taylor appears and announces that Steffy and the children will be returning home today. They are all overjoyed, however, Steffy will be required to hear all of the unfavorable information. Will enters the room to inform Luna that she is not only alive, but also expectant with his children. They discuss the distress Bill experiences as a result of this, and Ridge will always hold Bill accountable for his actions. They clarify that they have not informed Steffy of Luna's existence. Finn is presumably in the process of informing her at this time. They are all dedicated to ensuring that Luna remains in prison. Luna is visited by Poppy at the penitentiary. She is unable to comprehend that she is truly alive. Luna is certain that she must be incensed by Lee's ability to perform miracles. Lee is adamant about her daughter not attributing her actions to her. The place where she belongs is behind bars. Luna responds, not for an extended period. Poppy asserts that Bill will not rescue her once more, even after her most recent mishap. Luna asserts that this is an inappropriate manner of addressing her infant. She assumes that Poppy is aware that Will is the father. Her mother is unable to suppress her smile as she boasts about it. She is pleased to discover that she has made a positive impact by instructing her on how to approach males. She picked the son of a billionaire to be the one to set her up. Well played, she remarks. Luna is required to await her subsequent visitor after Poppy departs. She presumes that it is Will. Steffy is the name. Luna informs her of her exciting news. Steffy informs her that she is repulsive. Her appearance is repulsive, and it is evident that she harbors no remorse. When the sun spilled through the large glass windows of the Cliff house, it brought with it an air of warmth and familiarity that had been missing for far too long. The sound of little feet and bursts of laughter echoed through the living room as the kids ran past the doorway, dropping their bags on the floor and racing toward their rooms like they'd never left. It had been weeks since Steffy had been home, and though her heart had ached every day she'd been away, stepping back inside this house made everything feel right again. The ocean breeze danced through the open windows, carrying the scent of saltwater and home. At that exact moment, Finn appeared in the doorway, his hair slightly tousled, shirtless, and smiling the kind of smile that only Steffy could bring out of him. His eyes softened when he saw her. Without a word, she crossed the room, her sandals slipping off halfway across the floor, and she wrapped her arms around him. Their kiss was long and familiar, like the kind that said, "We made it back." When she finally pulled away, she laughed breathlessly as the kids shouted about playdates already being set up. She told them to grab their things, and they vanished up the stairs, their excitement a stark contrast to the storm Finn knew he was about to unleash. For a few seconds, Finn just stood there, holding Steffy, breathing her in, memorizing her smile. But then he blinked, and the weight of everything he had been holding in while she was away settled back on his shoulders. He didn't want to do this, not the second she walked in. He wanted to pretend, just for a little longer, that the world was soft and good. But he also knew Steffy. She'd find out eventually, and if she didn't hear it from him, it would only make things worse. "There's something I need to tell you," he murmured finally, his voice low but serious. She looked up at him, searching his eyes, reading him the way only she could. He didn't have to say more. She already knew it wasn't something small. "Okay," she whispered, steadying herself. "What happened?" She tilted her head slightly, half teasing. "Ridge and Brooke got remarried, didn't they?" "Liam's fine." "Nothing's on fire at Forrester?" He almost smiled. "No," he said softly. "It's not that. It's Luna." The moment her name left his lips, something shifted in the air. The ease drained from Steffy's face. She took a small step back, brows furrowed. "What about Luna?" she asked slowly. Finn exhaled, rubbing the back of his neck like a man preparing to detonate a bomb. "She's alive," he finally said. 2 words. Just 2. But they hit her like a punch to the chest. For a second, Steffy didn't react. She just blinked. The room seemed to tilt slightly beneath her feet. "What?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. Finn stepped closer, trying to soften the blow. "She's alive. My mom. Lee, she saved her. She thought Luna deserved a chance at redemption. A miracle." Steffy stared at him, stunned, her mind trying to make sense of what he was saying. "You mean the woman who manipulated everyone, lied to everyone, hurt so many people, she's alive?" Her voice cracked on the last word, disbelief coloring every syllable. Finn nodded slowly, his chest tightening. He hated this. He hated seeing the color drain from her face like this. "I didn't want to tell you while you were away," he said quietly. "I didn't want to ruin that time with the kids. And she's not walking around free. She's behind bars. My mom made sure of that." But Steffy wasn't just stunned, she was furious. She started pacing the room, her hands flying to her head as if trying to keep her anger from spilling over. "Lee saved her," she spat, stopping abruptly. "She saved her after everything Luna did?" Her voice rose, but Finn didn't blame her. He'd been angry too when he first found out. She thought it was the right thing to do, Finn tried to explain, though even as he said it, it sounded thin. She wanted to believe that maybe Luna could change. Steffy laughed bitterly. "Luna doesn't change. Luna takes. She manipulates. She destroys." She turned back to him, eyes flashing. "What else are you not telling me?" That's when Finn's face hardened. "She's pregnant," he said softly. The silence that followed was deafening. "She's what?" Steffy whispered. He swallowed. "With Will's child." Steffy stumbled back a step, her breath catching in her throat. "Of course she is," she muttered bitterly. "Of course that's something Luna would do. She destroys everything she touches. She's going to try to use that baby to get out of prison. And I swear to God, Finn, I won't let her." At that same time, across town at Forrester Creations, the air was very different. Brooke was sitting comfortably on Ridge's lap in his office, their lips meeting between bursts of laughter. She still couldn't believe they were married again. After everything they had been through, they always found their way back to each other. "I'm so grateful," she whispered against his lips. "You gave Hope her line back, you married me again. I finally feel like we're whole again." Ridge brushed a hand over her hair. And I promised I won't hold Deke being Hope's father against him, he teased, earning a playful swat on the arm. Their bubble was warm and soft, but it didn't last long. Taylor suddenly appeared at the doorway, her expression serious but relieved. She's back, Taylor announced. Steffy and the kids are coming home today. Ridge's entire face lit up. She's back, he repeated. Taylor nodded. But she's walking into a lot. She has no idea about Luna. Brooke sighed, sitting up straighter. Ridge ran a hand through his hair. Finn's probably telling her right now. Just then, Will entered, his face a mixture of embarrassment and dread. Brooke's smile faltered instantly. Will, Ridge said carefully. The young man shifted awkwardly. She's alive, he said softly, not needing to explain who she was. Luna. And she's pregnant. With my child. Brooke inhaled sharply. Taylor looked away. Ridge clenched his jaw so hard it almost hurt. Bill's a mess about this, Will continued, his voice heavy. He feels like it's all his fault for letting her get close to me in the first place. But I know everyone's going to blame me too. Ridge stood, walking around the desk to put a hand on the boy's shoulder. This is on Luna. She took advantage of you. And Bill should have protected you. We all should have. His voice was firm. Brooke nodded in agreement, her hand covering her heart. Steffy's going to find out any minute, Taylor added. And when she does, there will be no going back. Ridge exhaled. Then we make sure Luna never gets out of prison. Not after what she's done. Meanwhile, in a stark and echoing prison visiting room, Luna sat with her arms crossed, a smug smile tugging at the corner of her mouth. The guards ushered someone in, and for a split second, she thought it might be Will. But it wasn't. It was her mother. Poppy. Well, Luna said, her smile widening. This is a surprise. Poppy stepped forward slowly, her eyes scanning her daughter from head to toe. You're alive, she finally said, almost in disbelief. Luna leaned back, lifting her chin with pride. You sound disappointed. Poppy crossed her arms. You should be dead after everything you did. But no. Lee had to play God and save you. And now here you are. Luna shrugged, almost gleefully. Guess miracles happen. But there was a flicker of something sharper in Poppy's eyes, not maternal concern, but calculation. Luna saw it and smirked. You already know about the baby, don't you? She asked. Poppy didn't answer, but she didn't need to. Luna could see it in the way her lips twitched. Well, Spencer, Luna drawled, her voice dripping with smugness. The golden boy. The perfect target. And I got him. Just like you taught me. Poppy's mouth twitched into something that resembled a reluctant smile. She hated how much of herself she saw in Luna. You really are my daughter, she murmured. Luna tilted her head. You're proud, she teased. Poppy took a step closer, lowering her voice. You chose a billionaire's son. You didn't just throw your life away, you secured your future. That's, well played, Luna. Well played. Luna's grin widened. I learned from the best. But then Poppy's expression hardened. But don't get it twisted. Bill Spencer is not going to save you again. You burned that bridge. And Steffy Forrester? She's going to come for you. And when she does, I won't protect you. Not this time. Luna smirked, unfazed. She can try. As Poppy turned to leave, Luna leaned back in her chair, waiting for her next visitor. She already knew who it would be. The guards opened the door again, and Luna sat up straighter, fixing her hair as if she were about to walk into a party. But it wasn't Will. It was Steffy. Luna's face twisted with fake sweetness. Well, she purred. Look who's back. Steffy didn't waste a second. She walked straight toward her, eyes blazing, every ounce of her fury written in her stance. You're disgusting, Steffy spat before Luna could say another word. Everything about you is disgusting. Luna tilted her head, unfazed. Is that any way to talk to the mother of Will's baby? She taunted. Steffi's hands curled into fists at her sides. You don't get to use that child to make yourself a victim, she hissed. You took advantage of him. You hurt my family. And I swear, Luna, you will rot in this prison before I ever let you touch that baby. Luna's smile faltered just slightly. She tried to hide it, but Steffi saw it. That small flicker of insecurity. You think you can control everything, Luna sneered. But this? This is bigger than you. Steffi leaned in, her voice dropping to a low, dangerous whisper. No. It's exactly the size of me. And I promise you, by the time I'm done, you won't even remember what power felt like. Luna blinked, realizing for the first time that Steffi wasn't just angry. She was lethal when she needed to be. And that terrified her more than she wanted to admit. As Steffi walked out of the visiting room, the door clanging shut behind her, Luna's smile finally cracked. In that split second, she knew that the war she had just started wasn't one she would be able to win easily. Steffi Forrester wasn't Brooke, or Hope, or even Lee. She was a storm. And that storm was coming straight for her. And in the quiet that followed, everyone, Poppy, Finn, Ridge, Brooke, Taylor, Will, and Luna herself, knew this was just the beginning. Luna had thought she could play her game again, target the next man, secure her future. But this time, she was going up against a mother, a wife, and a woman who had built empires and torn down walls to protect the people she loved. And Steffi Forrester never, ever lost a war like this. Steffi's heels clicked against the cold concrete floor of the prison hallway as she left the visiting room, her heartbeat thundering in her ears. Every step felt heavier than the last, as if the weight of everything Luna had done, everything she represented, was pressing down on her shoulders. She didn't need anyone to tell her what she had to do. She already knew. She had fought battles before, with people far more dangerous than Luna, but this one was personal. It wasn't just about family legacy or a company. This was about Will. This was about her children growing up in a world where someone like Luna could try to claw her way back into their lives. And it was about the principle. People like Luna didn't get to destroy everything in their path and walk away smiling. Not on her watch. When she pushed through the heavy steel doors into the bright afternoon sunlight, she found Finn waiting for her near the car. He straightened when he saw her, searching her face for some sign of how the confrontation had gone. He didn't have to ask. One look at her stormy expression was enough. You saw her, he said softly. Steffi nodded once, sharp and deliberate. Yeah. I saw her. Finn shoved his hands in his pockets, exhaling slowly. She tried to act like nothing's wrong, didn't she? Steffi gave a humorless laugh. She's proud of herself, Finn. She's sitting in there like she's some kind of queen who just secured her throne. She doesn't even care what she's done. She's not sorry. Not one bit. He stepped closer, wanting to take some of the anger out of her shoulders, but Steffi wasn't ready to be softened yet. She said it like it was a game, she went on, her voice shaking with fury. She bragged about your nephew, about Will. She's using that baby like a weapon. And I'll be damned if I let her get away with it. Finn took a breath, trying to keep his own temper from flaring. We'll make sure she doesn't. She's behind bars, Steffi. She can't hurt anyone anymore. She shook her head, almost pitying him. You don't get it, she whispered. She's already hurting people. Will's entire life is turned upside down. Bill's barely holding it together. And this baby could be her ticket out. Don't you see it? She's going to use it to get sympathy, to manipulate people, to make herself look like the victim. And the justice system loves a redemption story. Finn knew she was right. He hated that she was right. We'll make sure the truth comes out, he promised. All of it. People need to know what she did to Will. What kind of person she is. Steffi turned to face him fully, her voice low but fierce. No, Finn. I'm not just going to make sure the truth comes out. I'm going to burn down every single angle she tries to play. She's not going to get custody. She's not going to manipulate Bill. She's not going to use that baby to climb her way out of a prison cell. I'm going to make sure of it. Across town, in the Spencer mansion, tension had woven itself through the walls like smoke. Bill Spencer sat at the bar, pouring himself a drink he didn't even want. The ice clinked against the glass, echoing through the quiet room. Will sat at the edge of the couch, shoulders hunched, staring at nothing. He hadn't said a word in almost 10 minutes. The weight of what Luna had done still pressed against him, suffocating in its quiet. Bill's knuckles turned white around the glass as he finally muttered, "She's alive." It wasn't a question. It was a curse. Will swallowed, nodding slowly. "Yeah. She's alive." Bill slammed the glass down, the sound making Will flinch. "I should have seen it," he growled. "I should have seen through her. I let her in, and she destroyed everything." Will's voice cracked when he finally spoke. "She didn't destroy everything, Dad. She ruined me." Bill turned, his expression softening, his anger twisting into something else, guilt. "No. She didn't ruin you," he said, stepping closer. "She used you. She's a predator. Don't you ever think this is your fault. You're the victim here, Will." But Will couldn't make himself believe it. How could he? Luna hadn't just taken advantage of him, she had turned his entire future into a living nightmare. And now there was a baby. His baby. "She's having my kid," he whispered, almost to himself. "My kid." Bill crouched in front of him.